ruling, and he can now access data to 3 government agencies. Handed Elon Musk's d.o.g.e ruling, and he can now access data to 3 government agencies. What more can you tell us about that? Because that is a hot topic this week.
Yeah, that's right. There was an attempt by some groups to essentially block Elon Musk from gaining access to sensitive information from some of these agencies, including the Consumer Financial Protection Board and the Department of Labor. A federal judge, though, ultimately handing down a decision that says that Elon Musk can get access to that information. Laura, this is just underscoring the power and influence that Elon Musk has in Washington.
You know, a federal judge.
Welcome on into another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. So I'm giving you guys a quick update right now. But before I get into the update, the only thing I ask for you guys to do is to get me to 10,000 subs, hit the bell notification, subscribe to the channel, and share this video as well. Also hit the AirTech EMF protector. I'm gonna pin it to the top of the chat. Protect yourself against yourself and your loved ones against the electromagnetic frequency harmful rays that you don't see. Now, this is a victory for d.o.g.e, right? The Department of Energy, the Department of Government Efficiency, because you have the Democrats, and I know the Democrats are running wild right now, because if you don't have anything to hide, right, why are you mad at Elon and Trump for actually wanting to do an audit? Literally, it benefits the people. So why are you mad at Elon and Trump for wanting to do an audit that will generally benefit the people so you can know where the money is going? It means that you have something to hide. Guilty is charged. Can someone say guilty is charged? You guilty is charged, Democrats. Did the money hit your pockets and grease your palms and your pockets? Perhaps it did. Would you? I guess you don't want the money to stop coming. You finally have to go back to work now, don't you? So that may be the thing, and it seems that the evidence is right in front of you. The writing is on the wall, Dams. The writing is on the wall. The judge already. Let's run this back one more time for the people that just got in.
Judge just handed Elon Musk's d.o.g.e ruling, and he can now access data to 3 government agencies. What more can you tell us about that? Because that is a hot topic this week.
Yeah, that's right. There was an attempt by some groups to essentially block Elon Musk from gaining access to sensitive information from some of these agencies, including the Consumer Financial Protection Board and the Department of Labor. A federal judge, though, ultimately handing down a decision that says that Elon Musk can get access to that information. Laura, this is just underscoring the power and influence that Elon Musk has in Washington.
You know, a federal judge just handed Elon Musk.
There you have it. There you have it. Now, let me share another screen with you guys. Now, we're going, because it's ridiculous the fact that y'all taking these people to court, wasting their general time. You guys are wasting these people time. They're on the right side of history, and you guys want to paint the picture as if they're doing something extremely wrong, and they're not. Not at all.
I think we're all here to fight against the lies, the corruptions, and the attacks on our social safety net.
What?
Now, we should in no way be cooperating with House Republicans who want to.
Let me state that this man have top security clearance. That's going to be the spoiler alert. He has top security clearance, which means if it wasn't him and it was somebody else who has top security clearance, you know they can look at your data, right? You know how many breaches we had in the United States of America? You guys wasn't complaining then. You know how many banks got hacked? You guys wasn't complaining then about your information. Now, the fact that you got someone that's actually trying to do the work, see, that's what they do. They beat you down when you're trying to do the work, and they praise the ones who's not really trying to do their work. So nothing happened to them. So the question would be, what side of history do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the right side of history, or the side of history that's been happening, which is the wrong side of history? And you see, when you do good, right, you also met with an equal or opposite force, which is considered bad or negative things. And to me, the Democrats right here attacking Elon, to me, is so negative when the man is trying to do something positive. And for the first time in history, they're auditing the government. They're auditing their own self. One must think, if this is our first time in history doing it, when we just let it play out. See, people are so quick to judge when you should at least allow, let's just say the midterm, 2 years to see, hey, what exactly is happening with these tariffs? What's the side effects, right? What exactly is happening with the government budget? What's the side effects? No, it's quick. The first thing is no, shut it down, shut it down. They're getting too close. They're getting too close. Shut it down, shut it down. They're getting too close to the truth. Shut it down.
Shut down the Department of Education and destroy Medicare and Medicaid. And we should not stand by as the richest man on the planet gives himself and his companies huge tax cuts while the American people get absolutely nothing. Now, I find it ironic, of course, that our chairwoman, Congresswoman Green, is in charge of running this committee. Now, in the last Congress, Chairwoman Green literally showed a dick pic in our oversight congressional hearing.
What?
So I thought I'd bring one as well.
That's crazy.
Now, this, of course, we know is President Elon Musk. He's also the world's richest man. He was the biggest political donor in the last election. He has billions of dollars in conflicts of interest. And we know that he is leading a power grab, also abided by and encouraged by Donald Trump and, of course, the chairwoman, Congresswoman Green. But I also want to run through what DOGE actually is going to do. It's a demolition plan that's going to run through our government. DOGE is trying to abolish the Department of Education. That means opportunities denied to kids. It means you're ripping away opportunities for children with disabilities or
I can't even play this rhetoric. He's not denying anything. He's wanting to make sure that the money is going to the right places. Obviously, this is what I figured out. This is how I know that this is a Ponzi scheme that the Democrats are doing, right? What they're doing is simply this. Have you ever, the same thing that they ran their campaign on, emotions. All their arguments was based on emotions. What they're doing is using these, say for instance, these aftercare programs, all the programs that they have, basically Social Security, helping the homeless, handicap, all the things that touch your heart dearly, right? Kids, hunger, global hunger over the world, all these things that's sentimental to your heart, that may touch your heart, to say, you know what, that's a good cause. They created all these good causes. Black Lives Matter, that's another one, right? They created all these good causes as a, let's just say, a scam, because they're using a good cause, right? Extracting money from the taxpayers and the people. And then when they accumulate the money, right? When it's time to spend and spread the money or give the money to the actual cause, it never reaches the people. It never reaches what they ask for. You ask for grants and funding to support something that's, you know, that may be on the humane side of things, right? But then when you get the money, you put it right in your pocket. That's over with. The writing is on the wall. So you can't say that they're cutting these programs. No, they're cutting your pockets. Let's just tell the truth. Can we be honest? Can we talk about it? Grab your pots and pans. It's time to cook. Don't forget the spatula. Can we talk about it? Y'all mad because they cutting y'all money off. But the people don't do their research, so they don't know that y'all been using them, using their cause, using their pains, using their struggles, using their emotional intellect against them. So now the game over with. That's all that's happening. That's why these Democrats are so mad. But I thank God that the judge ruled in Elon Musk and said, you know what? We're going to grant you even more permission. You can check everything out now. Now I wonder what they're going to say about that when the court actually granted them the permission. So Doge had a victory today. Elon had a victory today. Let's just say that the people had a victory today because they was going to stop all of the audits. Because if you know enough, see, people lie, right? Let's just be honest. Everyone lied. Put a 1 in the chat if you lied before. If you haven't lied before, something may be wrong with you. And I don't trust anything that you say after this, right? Because I'm not promoting lies, but it's it's a human error, right? Once you acknowledge your lie, that's what I could respect, once you acknowledge it, accept it, and try to do something about it, then the imperfect people that we are actually become a bit of a hint of perfection, because that's what made us who we are, right? So why attack the people that want to do good, but yet you're painting the picture like they're so bad? We're going to get off and go on to the next subject. The next subject that I wanted the guys to talk about is, let's talk about Kennedy. Kennedy had 2 shooters. Did y'all know that? Not one, but 2 shooters. The files have just been released. Kennedy had 2 shooters. Can y'all believe that? And the thing about it is that in some of these videos, I want to know how in the world, right? How in the world, when these things were happening, the CIA called off his protection. The FBI called off his protection. I began to ponder and say, it just made me think that you guys had something to do with it. Just the same thing that happened to not Elon Musk, Trump. And I'm sure they're trying to do the same thing to Elon Musk. Just think about it. When they lose, they want to kill. When they can't control something, killy. They want to kill. It's been happening for years. Where do you think all our great leaders went? I wonder when they released the MLK files, we're going to see what really happened to MLK and what party wanted him out of here. Just like they do all the great leaders, all the greats. When they release the Malcolm X files, when they release all these different files, what do you think it's going to lead to? Who do you think it's going to lead to? Answer those questions down below. Leave your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Answer those questions down below. So we're going to hear the rhetoric on the bombshell of JFK assassination claim, right? We're going to hear that a bit. Let's get into it.
Our first investigation will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you, based on what I've been seeing so far, the initial hearing that was actually held here in Congress was actually faulty in the single bullet theory. I believe that there were 2 shooters. Our first investigation will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you,
she did not say 2 phones. She said 2 shooters. 2 shooters. So I said, whoa, that's orchestrated. Trump had 1 shooter, right? Thank God that it hit the man's ear. Maybe, some people would say he need to listen a little bit more. I think, to me, that was a sign to say, go harder. Go harder. This is the land of the free and the home of the what? Brave. That is what America stands for. When the fighting get tough, keep fighting. Or else you're going to get beat up. But keep fighting, though. Keep fighting. Because that's honorable. And to me, that showed honor, right? As a man, that showed honor. So with the Kennedy situation, let's peruse through TikTok. That's why I like TikTok too, because you get to scroll, you get to do what you have to do to get the people's thought, right? Not what the legacy media wants to brainwash you and program you to think. Let's hit it.
our first investigation will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you, based on what I've been seeing so far, the initial hearing that was actually held here in Congress was actually faulty in the single bullet theory. I believe that there were 2 shooters, and we should be finding more information as we are able to gain access into the SCIF, hopefully before the files are actually released to the public.
Thank you for doing this. Have you identified the Democrats who will sit on the task force? And could you talk a little bit more about the role of Democrats in this?
Yeah, so again, this is a bipartisan commission. Remember, JFK was a Democrat, RFK was a Democrat, and I'm sure that I think the entire conference has a question on what actually happened with Dr. Martin Luther King.
You see what I'm saying? Perhaps, right? Let's just put this speculation out here, right? Before the truth comes out. Because the truth comes out. The truth comes out. It pays to be on the side of the truth. These lies, it's not worth it. It ain't worth it. But anyway, this paint the picture to say, hey, if JFK was a Democrat, his own people try to get him out of there. If JFK was a Democrat, that his own conglomerate, his own partnership, the people that he was aligned with, that they tried to abolish, assassinate Kennedy. And isn't it ironic that now you have one of his sons that's leading the healthcare? Oh, he's getting so much rhetoric for that. And you guys know it's certain products and it's certain chemicals that they allow in the United States that they do not allow overseas, right? They don't allow in Europe. And these chemicals are harmful. That's cancerous. That's causing all these problems that people have, right? Cancer being one of them, the number one of them, right? And the man is trying to silence these companies or bring it to our attention, and they want to block him too. So there's some people that's very demonic in this world, and there are some people that's very angelic. And it's a fight between positivity and negativity, right? It's a fight. That's always been a fight. You got the angels, you have the demons. That's always been a fight. You got good consciousness, you got bad consciousness. See, we can go into a whole thing of how people's consciousness, people don't understand it. Sometimes how you feel, those feelings are considered gods. So if you allow those feelings to tell you what to do, you've lost the war. It's a spiritual war between the evil and the good, between wicked and good. It's a spiritual war. And the beautiful thing is that you have a choice, right? That's the ultimate thing. You literally have a choice. You was blessed with the ability to choose whatever you want to do. You can be chaotic, right? You can build, you can simply destroy. The choice is yours. But make sure that you're choosing the right thing, because you don't get to choose your consequences. A lot of people don't understand that, right? Let's continue.
But also UAPs, you guys know that was the biggest bipartisan bicameral hearing that we've ever had, I think, in congressional history. I do not know who their members are yet. They've noticed it, but they're taking this very seriously. This is not a conspiracy theory investigating committee. We're actually looking to present truth to the American people. And it's in my opinion that no one person elected to office is more important or more qualified to look at the information that they've been hiding from us. And so we look to push for that transparency.
What sort of witnesses will you expect to have at your hearings? I know you said the first one's in March. Would that be department heads, former employees of various agencies?
Would you like to jump in? Yeah, I was going to say, based on what we're actually looking to do with the JFK investigation, I'm looking to actually bring in some of the attending physicians at the initial assassination, and then also people that had been on the various commissions looking into, like the Warren Commission looking into the initial assassinations. There's been conflicting evidence, and I think that even the FBI at the time reported some anomalies in the initial autopsy at Bethesda, Maryland. All of those, though, seem to have been rinsed and repeated in the media to push a certain narrative that we.
Even the FBI is involved. Now you see why they want to change everything. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. But it's not about if it makes sense to me. I want to know, does it make sense to you guys? And if it don't, leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you really think about this one. And let me know what you think about JFK assassination. Was it one shooter, two shooter, or three shooters, or many more? Who had their hands in it? And why do you believe that they had their hands in it? Also, let me know what you think about d.o.g.e being victorious in the case, and the judge granting them the permission to now audit a lot of different agencies as well, right? Are we getting to the bottom of it? Are we getting closer? Are you guys still upset about this? The choice is yours. The thoughts is yours. Leave your thoughts in the comments. That's all I ask. Smash that like button. Promote this video. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This is the beginning. I said promote. Share this video. Tell a friend and tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. Another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Smash that like button. And you know how I like to end this thing right here.